Hey, it's Cecil, and it's Saturday, and we are doing a speed build, and I started recording a voiceover, and it was so all over the place that I just simply had to start again. Woo! It is a day, and it has been a while since I have posted anything to this channel because I had so many appointments over the spring and summer that it just ended up falling off the rails, and sometimes being chronically ill is like a full-time job. So, alas. Right now, I, as you may or may not be able to tell, and don't feel bad if you can't tell because it looks real bad, am trying to build a jack-o'-lantern house. Um, yes, a house that from the top looks like a jack-o'-lantern. And the problem is that I was thinking, oh, I've seen people do this like years ago with diagonal walls. I bet I could do it with round walls. To which The Sims was like, no, you can't, actually, because that won't count as a valid room. So there was a lot of trial, error, starting over, figuring out the limitations of round walls, and the point at which they were like, yeah, no, this is officially too close to other round walls in other rooms, so you can't do that. Shout out to the stem for being the easiest part of this entire thing. There are diagonal walls, there are round walls, there are platforms. There's a weird glitch happening every time I tried to move the triangle rooms for the eyes. My I took psychic damage every time I worked on this build, but I am proud of it because my whole goal was, first of all, from space view, right? If there's an alien with their telescope on Sixum that's like super powered and looking at Sim Earth, right? And they're like, "Oh, that is a jack-o'-lantern house." My word. But if you're in Glimmerbrook knocking on your neighbor's door, what you see is just like a slightly strange house. Mostly normal, but a little off. So that was the goal. And I did furnish it. I made this a full house. I don't know if it functions, because frankly, at this point, that is none of my business. I, I don't know if it functions, and I'm not sure I care if it functions, because, oh boy, but we furnished it. It has a whole floor plan, and I used the Spa Day glowing flooring and wallpaper eventually to give the pumpkin a glowing effect, and then decided too late that I also wanted the roof to be a platform. So there was a lot of finagling, and it was making this build was tedious work, and it ugh, again, so much psychic damage. I don't recommend doing this to yourself, but it did turn out more or less how I envisioned. And the fact that that even was possible, that's what matters. That's that's what we like to see. Um it definitely was a multiple hour process. I actually filmed this video 2 weeks ago, which means that the base game update had not yet come. Um, so there's some things like the updated range hoods I would have liked to include, and I would have liked to include probably the new base game archways instead of the ones from Lovestruck. I like the ones from Lovestruck. It's just, less packs is sometimes good. um, but that's my goal right now, to be about 2 weeks ahead of my build schedule. That way, it's a little easier to just have some builds on hand. I was looking through my speed build catalog, and there are some speed builds from like May that I never posted. Those probably will not be posted until the new year, unfortunately, because Q4. There's so much happening, so I've got other stuff that I'll be focusing on in the coming weeks. But for right now, we've got this build. I will be doing a more serious Halloween build that I'm working on. Well, serious, like a more actually playing in type of house for later this month, which I am already working on. So yeah, I kind of hope to be a couple weeks ahead with legacy stuff as well, which actually, yeah, since right now I'm just making a bizarre floor plan, let's talk about Legacy Challenge stuff. For the last, oh boy, for the last 4, maybe 5 years, I've been playing with Megan Shamandale and her legacy. And I hope to finish that legacy challenge one day. But right now, what I am learning is that I need structure. I need I need structure. I need some sort of preset goal. I can make it, but it has to be like a storyline I'm trying to follow. Otherwise, I do get a little bit lost. Something I realized is that the closer we got to Gen 2, like our Generation 2 sim in that Legacy Challenge is now a child, soon to be a teenager. And I realized, oh my goodness, I have to make a whole next story. I don't have a whole next story. I don't know what I'm doing. So I ended up kind of taking a pause on that. I have an episode recorded that I haven't posted where I had sort of changed a lot of things in the save. So eventually we will get to that. But for right now, I need to take a pause on it. I have a different I have a completely different thing. It's not a legacy or anything like that. It's just a storytelling type of save that I am putting together. Um and I think when I return to making gameplay videos, oh, hello Toulouse. When I return to making gameplay style videos for The Sims, I think that that is where we are going to start. Um, it follows 4 interconnected stories, which is something that I like to do when I'm playing, and it explores some of the new and not so new features of different packs that we've gotten over the past 4 years. And it's just, I think it's just something that currently appeals to me more. And then I want to do a more structured legacy challenge after that. I have a few that I'm brainstorming on, and I will decide which one I like the best. Um, but yeah, that's the plan. It's a change, but I think it'll be a good change because it will help me with actually being consistent and not feeling so overwhelmed. And one of the hardest things with the legacy challenges as well was just the whole process of editing was so much because I just had to figure out like what looks boring and what is useful. Whereas here, I feel like the editing will feel a little clearer because I know what story I'm trying to tell. So I kind of already have director's notes, you know? Um, Custom shower in this bathroom, by the way, goes so hard. We love to see it. um, but yeah, so that's what I've been thinking of. And for everybody who is subscribed to me on Ko-fi at my $10 tier or higher, I wait no, at my $5 tier or higher. There we go. I know what I'm talking about. For everyone subscribed to me on Ko-fi at my $5 tier or higher, legacy challenge or let's play gameplay type videos will be available about a week and a half in advance. And after discussing with my subscribers what they would most like to see, I will be doing the full uncut versions of those. So if you are interested in long processes, word flubs, cats causing crashes, basically all of the stuff that would normally get cut out of a shorter, like 15 to 30-minute gaming video, then hey, check out the Ko-fi. Um yeah, that is linked in my description box if that is something that interests you. If not, don't worry because it will be a more polished product that you end up seeing anyways. So like, don't worry about it. Um, I was trying so hard to figure out something to put in this gap, and I realized all of the mirrors were like floating off the wall. So I put a floor mirror because then it made sense that it wasn't completely on the wall. Um, yeah. Shout out to Seasons Windows for being the MVP. They are the windows of all time. There were a few glitchy things happening on the round walls because they're technically not compatible with rounded walls. And I could have gone through the rounded wall windows, but I didn't want to. So I didn't. I just covered it up with like flower boxes and other decorations. Um, which is valid. Sometimes if you don't want to see the glitch, you just cover it up and don't look at it. I really wanted to put a double bed in that one room. I was thinking it was a teenage room, and I was like, yeah, totally, double bed. There was nowhere to put a double bed. Would have been blocking a door. That area with the little archway is going to be like a sort of walk-in closet, so that was quite fun. Um, I think it's the personality of the house is pretty cute. I like that there's like a teenager living here who's a little bit like punk rock, but a little bit just like artsy. I don't know. Just, a teenager, like a teen who likes stuff and likes putting stuff on wall and is happy to be decorating their own room and, a teenager. And then lives there with their parents who uh you know, who decided, yeah, we're gonna live in this jack-o'-lantern house. Uh I used Twisted Mexi's tool mod to put that little curtain rod beam thing. And because it's like wooden and blocky, I was like, if I do this in white and I just like put it over that top part that was like clipping through the wall, it would be perfectly fine. And lo and behold, it was. I also used some of the Book Nook stuff because it felt like the house should be cozy, and like maybe a bit studious and refined, but family. But basically, I'm just saying words. I'm saying words that are like, yeah, vibes. It looks like things and stuff, which is fine. That's sometimes just how the build goes, where it's like I want it to be Halloween, but I also want it to be like casual. I want it to be cozy. I want it to be like studious people live here who read and write books, but also they're goofy about Halloween. And I don't know if that vibe comes through with the decor, but at least it's decorated. And again, no idea if this house even functions. And at this point, I'm scared to even ask. That's none of my business. But yeah, so longer form, uncut versions of the storytelling Let's Play will be available early access for my $5 and up tiers. So that will be that will be good fun, and I hope that that y'all enjoy it. Again, this is something coming directly from their feedback, so I'm sure it will be enjoyed. um, but yeah, I definitely wanted to make sure there was decoration, because with something like this, it would be easy to just put down the essential furniture and be like, all right, weird corners? No, I don't see them. I don't care that they exist. But here, I really wanted to focus on making it decorated, getting some wall decorations in. I actually put up curtains, which I always forget to do, because honestly, putting up curtains really annoys me when they are snapping. I ended up putting in the mod by Ravishing that makes it so that the curtains don't auto slot, because I don't like where they auto slot, and neither does Ravishing, luckily. So shout out to Ravishing's mods for always saving my life in the most hyper specific of ways. Um, Here is the little office space, and I could not decide what to put at that back wall because it seemed like everything was just going to kind of block the walkway. I think I ended up just putting I just ended up putting the like parenthood whiteboard chore board thing, because I'm like, they're parents of a child, of a teen, so that works. And then I got just a little more window, just a little peek, a little reminder that this is a freak house. So, yeah. And then I put some skill building items in because You need to build the skills if you're going to afford to live in a jack-o'-lantern house. Went in, figured out some rugs and finishing touches. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I know that I could like edit the voiceovers for the long pauses and stuff, but with what energy? Yeah. After the build finishes up, we will pop into the game and take a closer look at it because it's a weird shape. So I feel like it's hard to really get the whole vibe um without seeing it slowed down. I really wanted to put some sort of decoration on that spandrel. I ended up settling for, well, not really settling. It actually ended up being perfect. One of the like pole post light thingy-doos from Seasons. I was going to try and alt place some string lights, but they ended up just not working the way that I wanted them to. So after a lot of trial and error, I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're just we're just gonna go simple. And then I could hide the pole in the like existing pillar, and that ended up working out great. Got a little bench out there, got some garden pots. Again, more skill building. We love to see it. And then I finally had to make decisions about the floors and the walls. And speaking of the walls, I trying to like shift paint rounded rooms and like this particular floor plan was so glitchy. I don't know what was going on with that. And at this point, I'm scared to ask. Like, I don't know. It's like it would paint part of the round wall, or you have to paint the round sections all the same color, which is fine. I get that. But like sometimes it would just like paint part of another room too if you held shift, or it wouldn't paint the full room you were trying to paint. Like, I don't know what this game I don't know what the game thinks each room counts as. Like, I don't know what's being picked up as a room. No idea. But yeah, see how like even on the straight parts, it's like going into the living room, and I don't know what's up with that. So I decided I was not going to try and be fancy with it. I was painting everything one color, and then I was going to give the teen a feature wall. And that was the plan, and then give like a tile backsplash in the kitchen. Yeah, just could not be bothered. And then doing some quick landscaping to really add to the illusion that this is just a house. What are you talking about? Um, I don't even know what the landscaping was. I was really just throwing stuff down. I just wanted to be done. Anyways, let's hop into the game. So here we are in game, and from the front of the house, it looks perhaps a little flat, perhaps a little round, but overall, it just looks like a little house that's got some Halloween decorations up, right? We've got this Seasons mailbox, which actually has a lot of like fun swatches like that have just like there's some plain themes, there's some holiday themes. It's honestly 10 out of 10. I love this mailbox. Um but anyways, and we've got these lantern lights which at nighttime illuminate the front of the house. Going onto the porch, we've got a little bench. We've got some garden pots. It's simple. It's nice. And then we go into the house and it's like, huh, perhaps this is a little weird. Perhaps this window into this glowing yellow void is a bit strange. But, we've got some shoes. We've got a very normal table. We've got a hanging plant. It's like, okay, sure. Coat rack, thermostat, more stuff that's just clutter and umbrella. And it's like, okay, yeah, this is fine. This is not that weird of a house. Um, Anyways, then we go in here and we've got the living room. I got so much just like little clutter around the place. I used these, I do not remember. I think these are from the Dream Home Decorator pack. They're nice paintings that have matching frames, so they're easy to use. We got a plant in this weird corner because I didn't know what else to put there. Um, a lot of this furniture is from the Book Nook kit, which I think these couches look so cozy and nice. And so it's just like this warm little living room. We love to see it. We go out into the hallway. There's some skill items. We've got this woodworking bench. We've got an easel. In here, we go into the office, and whoa, once again, we are looking into the weird yellow void from Weird Diagonals. But, there's a computer, there's a drawing tablet, whatever. More skill items. Go in here, we've got the dining room, and I've got some clutter on this dining hutch. We've got just a plant in the middle of the table. I don't know why I used such like low quality fridge and stove and counters in the kitchen, but you know what? It kind of fits that like beige and pink and orange vibe that's in so much of the house, and honestly, I kind of like it. I had tried to put the like long cabinet here, but I decided that was a much better place to squeeze in a plant and put in this trash can. This is from the login rewards event, by the way, from the summer. And even if you didn't do it, you can still get it if you like go on the gallery and you just search login rewards. There will likely be rooms like this that just have all of the items, and then you can place them and you can like change the color, you can grab those. So if you didn't get it, just search it on the gallery. It's still accessible because it is still the base game. Over here, we have a bathroom that's just a toilet and a sink, plus the laundry area. I was actually impressed with how much laundry stuff fit in this weird little corner. I don't know if it functions, but it sure did fit. And wait, where's my floors? Hold on. No, dost I trip upon balls? Or did I forget to do the floor? Oh no. Oh no. Well, I either forgot to do these floors, or the game was glitchy and weird about it. So I'm just gonna use the tile that I pretty much always use in bathrooms and call it a day. I don't know why I didn't notice that. Um, Same thing with the kitchen. Ugh. Oh, that's too much beige. Actually, maybe I'll, no. Here we go. Maybe I'll do the pink. I swear I thought I did these, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. Anyways, ugh. So over here we have the parents' bedroom. Just some simple clutter. I scooched this floor mirror behind here because any mirror I tried to put on the round wall, it was just floating. It looked so bad. So we did not deal with that. And then I have this, which I scooched into the wall because that looked like the best way that it might function. This toilet and sink should function. But if they don't, that's none of my business. It's okay. It's a ridiculous house. It doesn't have to function necessarily. In here we have the teen bedroom with a nice feature wall, which I think this is from the vampire pack. It's actually a really pretty wallpaper. Like, yes, there's some bats that are like sneakily in here, but it's so pretty. Like, I don't know. Sometimes the ridiculousness of the vampire pack comes in swatches that are like, does this eat though? um, we've got, bed, some binders, some fun posters and whatnot, a desk to do homework at, and then I gave them a walk-in closet, which I also swear that I colored, but I'm gonna blame it on the glitchiness of everything, to be honest. I don't think anything really counted as a room once there's this many like rounded and diagonal walls involved. We've got a little walk-in closet. We've got some hanging clothes. We got some clutter, some shoes. We got these things. I think this is from the child room kit, but like, or not kit, stuff pack. Bleh. But I feel like I feel like this is a younger teen, like someone who maybe just aged up into a teenager, so she's still got like some remnants of childhood. And then we have this floor length mirror with some pictures on it and stuff, and yeah. And then we've got the teenager's bedroom, or bathroom, and that is in the stem. And I used a little divider and the shower from Lovestruck, and I made a like custom shower area, which we love to see. I almost never do this, so it was fun to do that. Obviously, there is so much bathroom clutter kit in this house, just like most houses that I do, because I love the bathroom clutter kit, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. It's actually one of my favorite packs in this entire like pack of any sort. I'm so serious right now, and I wish I wasn't, but alas, here we are. This rug is scooched weird. Anyway, so that's the house, and then yes, these glowing areas, when you go up top, they glow as though there is a candle in it. This is my masterpiece. This is my monster. I wish I could say I'm never doing anything like this again, but I have a bad feeling that it will happen again. I will be making something this ridiculous yet again. Hope you enjoyed that. I didn't, but I also did. It's one of those things where it's like, did I cry a couple of times with some of the glitches that this game was giving me? Absolutely. I cry very easily when it comes to the round walls in this game, and anyone who follows me on Twitch knows that. But am I proud of it? Yes, because I did it. Even though the game wanted to make it difficult, I still did it. And I, again, just do not care if it functions. Oh yeah, we've also got a welcome mat. Just little details. Make it look as normal as possible. But yeah, so I will put this up on the gallery if for some reason you want to download it. I'm sure it uses a bajillion packs, for which I am sorry. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me as we discuss this, and I'm very excited to be back in the gaming channel. It's been it's been far too long, so it's nice to be back. I will see you guys in the next one. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment below if there are builds you would like to see in the future. You can follow me in the links in the description box below, including my Ko-fi, which, as I mentioned, some of my Ko-fi subscribers will be getting some early access, extra content type things, which will be quite fun, and I'm excited to do. So join us if you would like to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.